presence for all the 6 years from 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. And as of yesterday, I'm pleased to announce that we are in good books with the IRS. All corporate taxes is filed as of 2014. So a big round of applause for what we have done. The journey has been pretty interesting. First and foremost on our list was to see if, like it was my dream and vision to see this association becomes a tax exempt status. And we filed the application with the IRS, we filed our bylaws with the IRS, and hopefully in a month or two, with a couple of queries, we'll be getting probably a tax exempt status. So for that, like now, this is for all you guys, and a big round of applause for this tax exempt application. Well, I wanted to say a big thank you to my team. Like now, Michelle, of course, she went through pregnancy in this board. She took care of a little kid. She arranged all the programs, event after event. She's been in the board. When Arun was the president, when I am the president, she was rock solid, rock hard, did a great job. And for all what she did with managing the 3 kids, managing John, and of course, keeping us on like on check. And a big round of applause for Michelle. All right. Next comes our VP PR, Gladson Cardoza. He kept maintaining our website, he kept sending emails. Gladson and I worked, last week Gladson and I worked from like 9:30 in the night all the way till 3:34 in the morning. And we migrated all our emails from the old email ID, and we have our own domain email ID. So a big round of applause for all the efforts. And of course, Gladson does DJ. Most of the time, people, he plays free for people. So, like, you know, so if any time you need DJ services, Gladson will be there, but hopefully, like, he charges you guys. So, for all what he did, playing free for us, even today, a big round of applause to Gladson Cardoza. I also wanted to say, our VP, Treasury, and Secretary, Harry Pinto, for all the fabulous job he did, keeping our books in order, pushing us to make sure our taxes are filed, pushing us to do great day after day. And of course, his wife Anita, who was taking charge when I was not around. Like, you know, and she's been always there at the registration desk, and everybody keeps asking me, who's that beautiful lady at the registration desk smiling? So a big round of applause to Anita. And of course, Harry over here. Last but not the least, we have a new board position, VP Regional Coordinator, Naveen Sikwera, who came in. He is as good as a priest. He did a fabulous job with spirituality, retreats. He organized all the joint stations for both Vados. And if ever we need help or we need to go to confession, if there's no priest around, probably Naveen is the guy to go to. And whenever the priests and deacons don't show up, Naveen says the mass. So a big round of applause to Naveen. And of course, spiritual director, Father Augustine, he had his own master's degree over here, and I heard that he's going to change his status from a student visa to a religious visa, and he's going to stay over here. So big round of applause to Father Augustine. And now the superwoman of all, our editor-in-chief, Diana Lewis, out there in Bradford, doing the fabulous job with the newsletter. Week after week, every quarter, she's been putting up a great editorial out. She's been going back to people, getting their content and putting them together. A big shout out to all the good guys over here. Ron D'Souza, Paul Quadras, Rodney Quadras. Of course, they're not related at all, even though they're Quadrases. And Shilpa Menezes. And who else? Am I missing somebody? And Charles, of course, from the Long Island, like, you know. And as a parting words, I just had a great journey. 3 years have been fabulous. I really had fun interacting with 3 different boards, 3 different people. They were all strong, they were all great, they did a fabulous job. I couldn't thank them enough for all what we did. I want to thank my wife Smita for being with me and taking care of the kids when I was on the board for 3 years. Something round of applause to Smita. Without Smita's help, I couldn't do anything. Every time I needed an excuse for doing the dishes, I would say I was working for MCA-EC. So I think from tomorrow I'm going to run out of those excuses. So big round of applause to Smita, my kids, and for everybody. And last but not the least, I wanted to introduce the new board. We have a new president. Effective if the transition gets over, I call upon Mark Mendoza to come over here. And a big round of applause to Mark. And I request my board to come in for our last picture probably together.